Hey loves, okay, I thought I'd share with you how I do my eyebrows. I love filling in my eyebrows. I feel like it makes such a big difference. It just kind of finishes my look. It lifts, it makes me look more awake, makes me look younger, which I love. So I wanted to share with you what I do and what I use. Disclaimer, as you know, I am not a makeup artist by any stretch of the imagination. I am a makeup loving mum of two. I'm obsessed with skincare and cosmetics, and so I just thought I'd share with you what I love using at the moment and how I kind of get the shape of my brow and how I fill them in. So if you want to know, keep watching. So I'm currently using the Unique Moonstruck Brow Artist palette. It comes with two brow shades, a light and a dark. It comes with a setting wax, a matte highlight and a shimmery highlight, and I love applying it with the Brow Artist brush. Excuse me, that one's a little bit dirty. It's got a flat end and an angled end, which is super fine. I just wanted to share with you how I find the shape of my brow. So I hold my brush at the edge of my nose to the edge of my eye as for the starting point. The corner of my eye again with the edge of my nose for the end, the tail end, and then I hold my brush through my pupil, holding it at the edge of my nose for where the arch would fall naturally on my face, and I mark those 3 points. So each palette comes, like I said, with a light and a dark powder shade, and I like to start with the light, and I basically connect those marker points I just made. So I make a straight line at the bottom of my brow from the front to the arch marker point. I do the same at the top of my brow, slightly outside my natural hairline, brow line, like so. Then I do the same at the tail end, so I connect that marker point to the end, top and bottom, using that lighter brow powder. So I make sure I've got the shape that I want. So I've basically created an outline, and then I use the excess product from those lines and on the brush just to fill in any sparse areas and kind of to, build up the shape and make it a little bit deeper and bolder, like so. Then I like to go in with the darker powder just to really emphasize the shape and to get the kind of depth on the outer kind of third of my eyebrow. So I go over the top and bottom again, just really taking my time to fill in any sparse areas and just to make it a nice, solid, well-shaped brow. So I keep building and blending using tiny little brush strokes with that super fine brush to get kind of hair-like strokes and to make it look as natural as possible. Then I take a little bit of the setting wax. It doesn't make your brow sort of stiff or crunchy or crumbly, but it just holds everything in place, holds my natural hairs down and keeps that brow powder in place all day long. So I love using that next. The next thing I do is kind of clean up the edge and brighten and lift my brow bone almost. So I go in with the matte pink shade. I know it looks pretty scary in the palette, but it's super brightening and lifting. So I clean up the underside of my brow, kind of cover up any straggly hairs and make that under line nice and crisp, and do the same on the top. Then I take a tiny little bit of the shimmery highlight. It's a very subtle, pretty highlight, and just hit the real high point of my brow bone and blend that out. So there's how I do my eyebrows. The more you do it, kind of the more practice you have, the quicker it will become, and you'll find that you won't need to kind of set out those 3 marker points. It will just come to you naturally and instinctively. I love this bad boy. It lasts a lifetime. I have to use it with the Brow Artist brush. I find it so much easier because the tip is so fine and precise. I use the shade Brunette, by the way. There's blonde, brunette, dark brunette / black. And I love the fact that there are 2 different shades of brow powders. So I can make my eyebrows lighter or darker as the seasons change. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will speak to you soon. Take care.